Hello everyone. So in this video, I'll be configuring Telnet for remote access in a switch. So I head over and pick up a switch and put it on the workspace, select a PC or a laptop and put it on a workspace. Go to my connections, select copper straight through cable because these are devices that are not similar. So I'm going to use a copper straight through cable, select the fast and the 0/1 port and click on this laptop, select the fast and the 0 port. And then after doing that, after doing this, I'm going to head over into my switch, and in my switch, sorry, in my switch here, I head over to my command line interface and hit enter. So to get me into the user exec mode, from the user exec mode, I'll navigate into the privilege exec mode by using the enable command. So from the privilege exec mode, I'll navigate out of the privilege exec mode into the global functional mode using the configure terminal. Here I've shortened it and configure the device name, which is always a good practice. And let's give it S1. So our switch name have been changed from switch to S1, as you can see here. So next thing I want to do is to secure this mode, which is the privilege exec mode. This mode here, the switch hash, is the privilege exec mode. So for me to secure the privilege exec mode, I'll use the enable secrets. Let's say, sorry, enable secrets. Let's see, Cisco 123 or admin 123. Okay, and hit enter. So I've successfully secured the switch, the privilege exec mode by using this command, enable secrets and use a password. In your case, you can use a more stronger password than this, just for this video. And next thing for me is to be able to secure the user exec mode. The user exec mode is a switch greater than sign. The one that has the greater than is the user exec mode. So I'm going to type in the command line console 0, and then the line console 0, I'll give it the password. Let's say Cisco 123 and hit enter. So give it a login access, which is using the login command, and we are done with that. So we secured the user exec mode using this password. It will be good that you remember this. So next thing is we exit from here, this mode, back to the global functional mode. So the next thing I want to do is to secure my remote telnet access. And in order for me to do that, I'll use the command line and VTY, which is virtual teller type from 0 through 15, and password this also. Password this, let's say Cisco 123. You can use something more stronger than more complex than this. This is just for this video. So after doing this, I'll hit enter from my keyboard and then give the login access and then exit from this mode back to the global functional mode. So in the global functional mode, I want to be able to secure all my passwords in the configuration file. So in order for me to secure all my passwords in the configuration file, I'll use the command service password encryption. Service password encryption, hit enter from my keyboard. No error, which shows that our password has been secured in the configuration file. So the next thing I want to do is to provide a legal notification whenever Telnet is being accessed. So I'll use a banner MOTD. I shall, let's say, no unauthorized, no unauthorized access allowed, and then hash, and then hit enter. It shows that we've successfully provided a legal notification. So the next thing I want to do is to configure the management switch virtual interface, or the SVI, or the VLAN interface. So in order for me to do that interface, VLAN 1, I'll use the command int VLAN 1, then or IP address. So the IP address, let's say 192.168.1.1, and the subnet max of class C and .0. So I'll turn on this interface by using the no shutdown command. So you can see that our interface has been turned on. So so we're done now. In order for us to next thing is to save our configuration. So now for us to save our configuration, I'm going to type in the command copy running config. Config, hit enter and confirm from my keyboard. So now next thing is go to the laptop. In the laptop, we go to desktop and go to IP configuration. In the IP configuration, if we try to use 192.168.1.1 and hit tab from our keyboard to give us an error, because to tell us that the address already being used in the network. So we have to use another IP address of that network. So I'm going to assign another IP address, 168.1. Let's say 2, and hit tab from my keyboard to give it a subnet max. So from here, next thing is enough for us to confirm really if our configuration is actually working or correct. We'll go to the command prompt. In the command prompt here, I will type in telnet 192.168.1.1, which is the management switch management IP address, and I'll hit enter from my keyboard. You can see it's asking me for the user exec password. So and hit which is Cisco 123, which we configured, and I'll hit enter from my keyboard, and it's asking me. Then I can now access the switch. I'll enable this to get into the global configuration mode. So it's still asking me for the password in order to get access to the privilege exec mode, because we already secured this we already secured this mode while we were configuring it in the switch. We secured it, we gave it the switch S1 a password. We secured it by giving it, I think, Cisco 123, and gave this one admin 123. If we go back to our configuration, you could see that this password was for the privilege exec password, and this password Cisco 123 was to secure the user exec mode. So if I go back now, you could see that this is the essence of Telnet. Without me, it's just basically helping me, instead of me going directly into the switch, I can stay from my laptop, my computer, and remotely access the switch and remotely configure, do all sorts of configuration, even without me going directly to the switch. So if I want, I could navigate to the global configuration mode. I can also change the host name, do basic configuration, change the host name from SAS1 to switch, back to switch. But you can see that it successfully changed, even without me going directly. I didn't going directly into the switch. So this basically, you could do all manner of things. This is basically what you could do with Telnet. Basically, what the essence of Telnet is to remotely access the switch for management purposes. So thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.